Hi, it's Mike again for Draft Buddy, and something that occurred to me after the last video when I set up Draft Buddy for a fantasy points league on Fantrax is that I could demonstrate the Fantrax integration a couple ways. Now, we haven't started the draft yet, but at a minimum, what I could do is get the owners to put on the owners tab here. Let me make this a little bigger, and we can at least start, and get ready for the draft import. Now, as I showed before, here's the league on Fantrax, and here's the URL, of course, at the top of the browser. The characters here indicate the unique league ID for this Fantrax league. And so if I take that, if I highlight that and copy it with Control C or Command C, and then go back to Draft Buddy, go to the Options tab, and scroll down here bottom, we'll see there's a Fantrax integration box. It already has, I guess, an old league ID I had in here. And I'm going to put the new one in, just right over top of that. And what that should open up is some links to the Draft Buddy website, which include a link to the draft results, which Draft Buddy pulls in, a link to keepers if there are any. This being a redraft league, there shouldn't be any, and a link to franchise names, which we can use for the Owners tab. So let me start with the franchise names. So again, this takes us to a link in Draft Buddy, not to Fantrax, all right? Because we need the kind of the stuff in plain text to copy into Draft Buddy. Now, here we go. Here are the names of all the teams in the league. There should be 12. And these also should be in the proper draft order, which if I go over here, and we're going to see the draft order. I think if I go to the draft room, all right, like I said, the draft is not set yet. It's scheduled for a couple days from now. But here is the draft order here. Spider Pigs, Mike, that's myself, got second pick. B Club, Bregman 2, Baker's Beehive, etc. I think that should be the same as, okay, draft room out of the way, as this. Spider Pigs, Mike, B Club, Bregman, Baker's, yes. Okay, so we have the owners, the team names, in the proper draft order, 1 through 12. So let me just highlight and copy that, and then go back to Draft Buddy, go to the Owners tab, and I can just stick these in right here and here, really both places if I want to, and then change the team. My team is the second team, and there we go. And now that should update right away on the Draft Report tab. There we go. It seems like for all of these I'm going to make them bigger. All right, so the Draft Report tab is filled in with the proper owners, so that's great. Now, the second part was the draft results, and that's pretty straightforward. We already filled in the league ID for Fantrax down here, and all that needs to be done now is, when the draft starts, I want to update the draft. I need to hit this refresh live draft results button right on the draft report tab, and it should pull the players in, which is a lot faster than having to find the player on the cheat sheets, selecting, hitting draft player, and then it updates everything else. This way you can, bring in one pick at a time, multiple picks at a time, etc. I'm going to press the button. It gives me a little warning box here just saying, are you sure you got the right league ID? Yes, I do. I hit yes, and there's nothing. Unfortunately, there's nothing to update in this case because we haven't started the draft yet. But the you can see it basically just pulls in an HTML file from the Draft Buddy website, which would be right here. Draft results. It's an empty table at this point, but that is kind of the quick and dirty how to, don't need that, how to integrate your copy of Draft Buddy with a Fantrax league. All right, and if you do the draft online at Fantrax, even better, then you can pull in the draft results super easy. All right, thanks a lot.